Okay.
Hi, guys. All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are all over the world. My name is Bolanle Enang, and this is a super exciting one. I'm excited to invite you to this quick chat I have with an amazing person. This is Tola. In fact, maybe before I let everybody see who you are, Tola, I might as well just come on first. So, I'm going to have a very exciting conversation with a friend that I've known for about that must be like 21 years now. And he's also my brother-in-law. And his name is drum rolls. Welcome, Tola.
Okay.
Akinsulire. And Tola,
So,
hi. Thank
well,
you for
I,
joining me.
yeah, I'm fine. This is probably the moment in which I walk in and then I wave to the crowd as I'm walking and just waving to everybody, right?
And then you go away. And you
Yeah,
say, Balani, thank you,
yeah.
but no thanks. Anyway, Tola, thanks for joining. You know what I'm doing, right? And thanks for just helping out with this one. So, Tola, I'm going to ask you a very quick question, very quick one. It's a quick chat. I know that about a year or so ago, you had the opportunity to be mentored by an amazing person. And I wonder why you're a professional. I've known you since our varsity days. Very smart. By the way, guys, one of the youngest Nigerians ever to have ICANN. He had it at 17. Who does that?
Uh,
Who? I know.
Bolale, before you wrap, uh, it's actually 18 years.
Were you 18?
Yes.
Even worse. Okay, fine. 18 guys. Wow. Amazing. But really very smart, very intelligent, highly versatile, and you have a very young family. What and I know a lot of people talk about mentors, but what made you make that decision? Why did you do it?
Okay. I think for me, the questions I asked myself was that at the stage of life which I was in, what areas did I really think I needed to move further, faster in?
Right,
Uh, and I felt at that point in time, I really needed to have a good balance in my spiritual and
right,
personal life. So those
right,
are some of the driving ideologies behind why I decided to look for that mentor.
right,
Uh, and the truth about the whole mentoring situation, how it happened was that it was actually the wife that came to speak at my church. And when she finished speaking, I think
yeah,
that was the first time I was actually listening to someone who had similar interest in terms of the spiritual, the areas I like to focus on. And so immediately
right.
after the sermon, I just made a beeline straight for her and just told her, okay, I want you to mentor me. And then she said, okay, sorry, I don't mentor guys, but my husband, who is also my mentor, mentors
Oh,
guys. That's how we
fantastic.
started the whole relationship. So it's
Right,
more it's more than just a mentor relationship. We've sort of
right.
become a little bit of family friends now.
Right. And I'm so excited. Your wife, who happens to be my younger sister, people, um, told me about this couple, and then I started following them on YouTube. And like Alicia Britt, Chole is amazing. I have been so blessed reading her book Anonymous. I'm still reading it. I've been watching her. It's just been such a deep experience for me. So thank you guys for introducing me to them. Now, Tala, because I'm a family life enthusiast, and this is something I really like to do a lot. I I love the way you work with your son, and they've got a young son and a very beautiful baby. Did this mentoring did it help you in terms of your family life and your parenting? Did that do anything for you?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, it did.
Okay.
The most important thing really for any sphere of responsibility that you have is number one, you need to be to have you as an individual need to have a complete and balanced life. So,
Right.
let me give you one of the things which I learned from my time with Barry. That's the name of Alicia's husband. One of the things
Baricholi. Okay.
yes, one of the
Okay.
things that I learned from our time together is the need to be present, and at the same time, the need to sometimes just be comfortable with pregnant silence. You know, most of us are not comfortable with pregnant silence. So, for example, you're
Mm.
with someone, you feel that you have to keep the conversation going. You have to keep the conversation going.
Right.
There are times in which Barry and I will be having a conversation, and then he would
Yeah.
ask a question, and
Yeah.
then he would just simply keep quiet, and we could
Mm.
wait for as long as it is until I'm able to bring an answer. Because the typical practice for someone like me is that when you ask someone a question and the person
Yeah.
hasn't doesn't respond as quickly as possible, the next thing is you
Yes.
want to try and explain something, you want to add
Fill the
something
present. Yeah.
exactly, fill
The space.
beside
Right.
the space. But with working with Barry would simply just keep quiet. And then I learned, even in that silence, to learn to listen to myself.
Right.
And the truth about it is that sometimes the ability to listen to yourself has a way of giving health to your soul. You know, one of the
Mm.
emphasis which Barry and Alicia emphasize very one that they
Yes.
really emphasize is taking
Yes.
care of your inner life. They are actually
Right.
spiritual directors. So inner life
Right.
is very big with them. And I can tell you that look, because of that practice that I learned from that mentoring experience, it has
Yes.
influenced the way in which I relate with my family. That's my wife, my son. I
Mm.
can tell you that look, a healthier husband and your
Yes.
inner life would reflect in
Yes.
the relationship that you have with your family.
Wow, thanks, Tola. So, Tola, can you safely say to me, because I'm telling you, I can be a bit weary of mentoring and I don't know why. But can you safely say to me that that experience did, the mentoring experience did you good?
Oh yes, I,
Rate it, good, better, best. Rate it.
yes. Oh no, I would say it's been one of the best experiences I had
Oh, wow.
this last year. And you know, one of the things I liked with the approach of the whole experience was that it's a twofold experience. So one,
Right.
you've got each month you have a one-on-one session you have with Barry, and then there is
Okay.
also a session that you have with a group of men that
Right.
Barry is also mentoring. So it's a
Right.
beautiful experience learning from everybody. So for example, within the
Right.
group have someone who is a missionary in Italy. You have people who are running their businesses, and then you have someone
Right.
on the lower stream who just got married less than 2 years. So
Oh,
diverse,
wow.
diverse range of experience. And
Right.
sorry to babble, but one of the best stories I heard
Yeah.
during the from one of the men was regarding his father that passed on.
Okay.
His father, one of the things which his father did when his
Yes.
just before his father passed on was that he
Yes.
bought a Bible for every one of the kids, grandkids,
Mm.
gave it to
Oh.
every one of them. I mean, by the time he was telling us about the life of the grandfather, honestly, it
Mm.
was a story that I told myself that this is the sort of spiritual legacy that I want to have
Wow.
for my family. I think for me, that was one of the best stories I had during that
Wow.
whole. So for me, it was a
Wow.
twofold learning experience. I learned from
Wow.
Barry, and then I also had the opportunity of learning from people uh, who are at different stages of life, different spiritual experiences.
Mm.
Honestly, for me, it was a complete learning experience, learning from one person,
Wow.
also learning
Wow.
from the group. And the sort of openness and sharing that we had in the group is something
Mm.
that I love very much. And you know, even though we've sort of officially finished the one
Okay.
year,
Okay.
but every one of us is like, look, we still want to keep this communication
Wow.
going. So
Going.
we still talk with each other, ask
Right.
each other questions occasionally, ask for prayers and
Right.
everything.
Right. So like you know what, you've touched on one of the main reasons why, in fact, I am having this quick chat with you. I feel very strongly about older people teaching younger people how to do life. And because I'm a Christian, my reference would be from scripture. Titus 2, 3 to 5 says that let the older women teach the younger women how to love their husbands, keep their homes, and all of that. And because of that, I am starting a series called Let the Older Women, but it will be women in brackets with the WO, because like I'm talking to you, I'm learning from you. To let the older women teach the younger women, and really that's a big thing for me. I want to bring on people who have gone ahead of us, regular. They don't have to be celebs, or I mean, people have raised amazing young men and women that I believe that we can learn a lot from. And so I think from Sunday I'm going to start the series called Let the Older Women, could be woman or man, teach the younger woman or man. And I'm looking to bring, wonderful, ordinary people who have lived supernatural lives, who have done great things to their children. What did you do? What can we, this generation, learn? And that's why I actually wanted to come online with you and talk about mentorship. And so the mentorship will not just be that we're doing a formal thing, but that we're sitting. I just saw my nephew that we're going
Yeah.
to sit at, oh, and when it's coming up, please hold on. Okay. And that we will just be able to have a good time learning from older people. So yeah, thank you. Okay.
There you
Did you hear
go.
that? That's
There you
live.
go.
That's live. That's live streaming. All right. Tola, thank you very much for joining, guys.
Okay.
I will be here on my Facebook, Bolali Daniel Enang, on Sunday evening, South African time, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Forgive me, 8 p.m. till about 8:30. And I'll be bringing one woman that I really think she's amazing. You'll love her story, and I'm sure we'll learn a lot from her. So that's it. And if you know anyone, your parents, your aunties, somebody that you know, a pastor, a boss at work, whoever that you think have done great stuff with their family life, parenting, marriage, please drop me a message and let me know. And
Okay.
I'll be glad to invite them. So
Okay.
thank you.
Bonale, just before I go,
Yeah,
since this is a family conversation,
yeah,
I just like to add something that I think is very important for
right,
couples.
right.
Strangely, my wife and I, we were actually having the same conversation with a couple of couples earlier in the week,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
the need. That's really the need for us as couples to have marriage mentors. And
Mm,
when I say marriage mentors, I'm talking about a
wow.
couple that both of you, that's husband and wife, are
Right,
comfortable with.
right,
One of the ideological flaws that most of us have created is
right.
the saying that, look, every issue we're only going to keep it between us as husband and wife. Yes,
Mm,
it actually sounds very nice. Coming from the extreme where we were coming from, whereby everything, you have friends you talk to, you have family
yeah,
members, coming from that extreme, and then you go to the next extreme of, okay, we're only going to keep it between a couple. It's
right.
very important, similar aligned with the foundation of that Titus, the text of Titus,
Yeah,
that older women should teach younger women. I think
that's
it's
right.
very important, even within the context of marriage, that husband and
Mm,
wife should have a mentoring couple, and it doesn't have to be anything weird. It just basically has to be a couple that both of you admire how they've lived
you
their life,
resonate
how
with.
yes, and you resonate that they've raised their kids, that you believe that, look, you can learn life lessons in terms of marriage. You can ask questions that both of you are comfortable with, that you won't think that, oh, these people tilt more to the husband side or these people
Right,
tilt more to the wife side. I think
right,
it's a practice
right,
that we as couples should inculcate into our normal family life as just a way of
right.
moving us further and faster in our marriage
Hmm.
experience.
Well, Tola, thank you. Interesting. I shall be thinking about that very well. And that's actually a very valid point. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
everyone, that's it. That's a quick chat with Tola. Tola is Tola Rice, a fantastic professional, a great dad, lovely husband. I mean, he's married to my own, so I know he's an amazing, amazing person. Thank you. Thank you, Tola, for being here. I truly, truly appreciate. So, guys, we'll see you. I will see you on Sunday evening, and I'm sure that it will be a great time and we'll have a lot to talk about. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thanks, Dayo, for joining. And Ola, you are fabulous. Ola, I absolutely love you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you. I see you, and Akin. Thank you, Akin, for joining. I see your comment. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Tola. So it's from Tola and I. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Take care.
Bye
Tola,
bye.
say bye bye to everybody.
Bye bye,
Okay.
everyone. Thank you very much for having me on.
All right. Bye. Bye bye. Mm.